Hey entrepreneurs, got that business up and running? Crushing it, right? Well, hold on, because we're about to talk about something huge, expansion. Hey guys, I'm Renee Seiler, manager of The Convo. Welcome to Best Places for Black Business, our annual countdown of the absolute best cities for Black entrepreneurs. Before we dive in, a quick snapshot. Black-owned businesses up 18% last year, absolutely demolishing the competition. The big winners, tech, healthcare, and professional services, all on fire right now. But while access to capital is improving, we're still seeing Black business owners getting about 30% less in loan amounts than their white counterparts. Show me the money. All right, let's get into the good stuff. We've done the heavy lifting and analyzed cities across the country using our 8 criteria. Access to capital and funding, a business community that's got your back, real estate that won't break the bank, quality of life because we know it's not all about that hustle, smart, diverse talent pool, tax breaks and regulations that'll actually help you, a thriving Black community because representation matters, and transportation and logistics. And y'all, this year is wild. For the first time ever, we have a 3-way tie for first place. All right, but let's start with number 15, Austin, Texas. Now, Austin may have slipped a few spots since last year, but don't sleep on this tech hub. Here's why it's still hot. 0 state income tax. I repeat, 0. Small business grants that'll make your wallet happy. A tech scene that's literally begging for Black excellence. Let's talk about that nightlife real quick. 6th Street is legendary. Whether you're networking or just letting loose after closing a big deal, Austin's got you covered. And outdoor lovers, here's the thing. Austin has that nature vibe too. The Barton Creek Greenbelt is 12 miles of pure Instagram gold. We're talking rocky trails, swimming holes, and limestone cliffs. Then there's Zilker Park, 351 acres of pure bliss. Botanical gardens, check. Open fields, check. And don't even get me started on Barton Springs Pool, because this natural spring-fed beauty is open year-round. Coming in hot, at number 14, we've got a fresh face on our list, Denver, Colorado. Listen, if you're about that work hard, play hard life, Denver is your spot. We're talking Rocky Mountains in your backyard. Lunch break hiking, anyone? A tech scene that's on fire. Finance, healthcare, and green energy industries that are ready for fresh talent. And now, real talk. The Black community isn't huge here, but don't let that stop you. Denver is really putting in the work. The Colorado Black Chamber of Commerce is out here making moves, local Black entrepreneurship events that will fill up your networking calendar, plus those corporate tax rates, among the lowest in the country. Coming in at number 13, Jacksonville, Florida. Y'all, this city is the whole package. Sunshine for days, beaches that will make your Zoom background jealous, family-friendly spots that won't break the bank. And the business scene, it's awesome. No personal income tax at the state or local level. Strong industries in logistics, finance, and healthcare. The Jacksonville Black Chamber of Commerce is out here doing the work. Okay, it's pop quiz time. Remember I told you at the top we had a 3-way tie for first place? So I'm gonna give you a hint. One of these cities had a neighborhood known as the Harlem of the South back in the 1900s. Drop your guess in the comments if you think you know. Okay, let's get back to business. Number 12 now on our list, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Listen up because these numbers are wild. Housing costs 30 to 40% lower than Boston or Seattle. Median home price around $195,000, and commercial lease rates that'll make your accountant happy. And you too. Pittsburgh has truly transformed from Steel City to tech hub. We're talking top-tier healthcare facilities, world-class museums and theaters, a food scene that'll make your taste buds do backflips. And for Black entrepreneurs specifically, the African American Chamber of Commerce of Western PA has your back. University programs designed for diverse talent and grants and low-interest loans that make starting up actually doable. Coming in at number 11, we've got Richmond, Virginia. Y'all, this historic capital city is serving up everything an entrepreneur could want. Think East Coast vibes without the East Coast price tag. We're talking walkable neighborhoods that'll have you ditching your car. The James River, right there for your weekend adventures. A food scene that is making national food critics lose their minds. But here's where it gets really good for Black entrepreneurs. Virginia credit unions got those specialized loan programs. And the city is looking to give away money to Black-owned businesses with microloans and grants. And the Metropolitan Business League, well, they're not playing around with their support, and that's important. Speaking of support, let me tell you about this. The Richmond Black Restaurant Experience. Y'all, this annual event is like a family reunion that meets food festival, and it is everything. Now hop onto I-95 with me as we slide into number 10, Philadelphia. Listen, if education is your thing, prepare to have your mind blown. Over 100 colleges and universities in the area, including the legendary Wharton Business School. And here's some Black history for you. Cheyney University, America's first HBCU, established in 1837, is also located here. But Philly isn't just about that book-smart life. The city is actually showing up for diversity. The tech sector, booming and inclusive. Healthcare, one of the most diverse you'll find. Financial sector, they're really putting their money where their mouth is. And the location, though, is perfect. Port access that'll have your international business thriving. Easy to reach markets up and down the East Coast. And business districts that'll make your LinkedIn profile really pop. Number 9 on our list, Washington, D.C. is back. Let me tell you why D.C. is a Black excellence powerhouse. Home to some of the many Black-owned banks in the country, including Industrial Bank, which has been putting in the work since day one. Federal contracts, they're looking for you. The Minority Business Development Agency is also right there. And the Black middle and upper class is thriving. Plus, you've got Howard University. Hey, Bisons. Culture for days. And entertainment options that'll have your calendar packed. Number 8 brings us to the dynamic duo Raleigh-Durham. Y'all, along with Chapel Hill, Raleigh-Durham makes up Research Triangle, and it is not playing around. It's the largest research park in the United States. Tech companies and startups everywhere. World-class universities like Duke, UNC, and St. Augustine's. And those North Carolina corporate tax rates, a sweet 2.5%. Okay, pause. It's quiz time again. Remember our 3-way tie that I told you about at the top? Well, here's your next clue. This city's diversity puts New York City to shame. Put your guesses in the comments. All right, let's head up to the Pacific Northwest, where Seattle is holding it down at number 7. Y'all, the tech scene here is not playing around, but you may have known that. VC firms and angel investors ready to write those checks. Grant programs specifically for Black entrepreneurs. Business organizations that actually show up for the community. Incubators and accelerators that help you level up. And the culture, oh wow, it is something to behold. Northwest African American Museum, the Langston Hughes Performing Arts Institute, the historic Central District giving you all the vibes, and Jackson Street serving up that rich Black history. Plus, this city is gorgeous. Puget Sound views, I mean breathtaking. The Cascade Mountains for your weekend adventures, and of course, the international airport and seaport access, global business goals. Moving on to number 6, Chicago. The Windy City is bringing the heat. Listen up, because this is major. Financial powerhouse status equals money moves. Black business support that goes beyond the talk. And here's a fun fact. America's first Black newspaper started here. You can learn more about that in our show, Black Business Icons. And don't even get me started on those incubators and accelerators. And by the way, the Bud Billiken Parade is the largest African American parade in the country. That's just one piece of Chicago's Black excellence. Breaking into number 5, New York City. The city that never sleeps is serving up everything. Global financial game on lock. Columbia, NYU, Fordham, all pumping out talent. A cultural scene that will feed your soul. And bright lights that'll have you dreaming big. Final quiz, fam. Here's your last clue for our three-way tie. This city has the oldest consortium of HBCUs in the country. If you think you know, drop your answer in the chat. Number 4 takes us to Miami. Sun, sand, and serious business opportunities. Miami is giving us international business hub vibes. That Florida tax situation is sweet. Latin American flavor that'll spice up your business game, and those beaches, woo, talk about working from paradise. Top 3 time, howdy y'all, it's Dallas, Texas. Big D is bringing it. VC money flowing, business costs that won't break the bank, black business districts thriving, and the Texas business-friendly attitude is incredible. Coming in strong at number 2, Detroit. For the first time on our list, and it's already in the top 2. Motor City is moving. Government funding that means business. Black-owned business support that's real. And that Motown legacy is still alive and kicking. A pretty incredible cost of living. And the best part, Detroit's not just about cars anymore. This city has been reinventing itself, creating opportunities for Black entrepreneurs in every industry. All right, fam, this is it. The moment you've all been waiting for, our number 1 spot for 2025. That's right, I said spots because, as I told you, we have a 3-way tie. First up in our Triple Crown, Charlotte, North Carolina. The Queen City is queen for a reason. Financial hub status equals money moves on deck. Those government grants specifically for Black business. Business organizations that actually show up. Incubators and accelerators ready to help you level up. But here's the really good stuff. Cost of living 5% below national average. Corporate tax rate, a sweet 2.5%. Culture that'll feed your soul at the Mint Museum. And Panthers and Hornets games for your downtime. By the way, if you picked Charlotte as the city that used to be known as Harlem of the South, you were right. Second Ward in Charlotte, particularly an area known as Brooklyn, was often called Harlem of the South from the early 1900s through the 1960s, due in part to its African American community and business district that served as the center of Black culture and commerce in Charlotte. Tied for first place, back for a second year, Houston, Texas. H-Town is not playing around. Energy capital of the U.S. equals serious investment money, Black business support that goes beyond lip service, and diversity that puts other cities to shame. And those Texas business incentives, well, you know that's good. Plus 2 major airports, Port of Houston, a cost of living that'll make your wallet happy. And remember that Texas is one of 8 states that has no state income tax. Oh, and if you had Houston beating New York in terms of diverse populations, you're right. Houston is among the few major U.S. cities where no single racial or ethnic group makes up a majority of the population. Also, more than 145 different languages are spoken here. Completing our power trio at number 1, Atlanta, Georgia. The ATL is giving us everything. Venture capital firms ready to write those checks. Black business organizations that actually mean business. Incubators and accelerators on every corner. And networking events that will fill up your calendar. And the culture, unmatched. Home to legendary HBCUs, tech talent from Georgia Tech, corporate headquarters everywhere, and a sweet Auburn district serving up that rich history. Did you guess Atlanta is the city with the oldest consortium of HBCUs? If you did, you were right. Clark Atlanta University, formerly Clark College, along with Morehouse, Spelman, and Morehouse School of Medicine, make up the Atlanta University Center Consortium, established in 1929. And speaking of Atlanta excellence, let me tell you about something. Traffic, sales, and profit. 45,000 plus Black entrepreneurs strong. Live events that'll transform your business, like our yearly TSP Live. Programs that'll take you from startup to 7 figures. Real strategies, real results, real community. For more information on traffic sales and profit, check out the link in the description. And that's our countdown for the best places for Black business 2025. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, whether you're thinking about Charlotte's affordability, Houston's diversity, or Atlanta's Black excellence, these cities are showing up and showing out for Black entrepreneurs. If you want to level up your business game, make sure you hit us up at trafficsalesandprofit.com. From all of us here at The Convo and Traffic Sales and Profit, here's to making 2025 your most prosperous year yet.
The Convo, your home for conversations on Black entrepreneurship and wealth, available on your favorite platforms.